Sony joins Disney, Netflix, and WarnerMedia in reconsidering future Georgia production. Sony Pictures has followed suit with WarnerMedia, Disney, and Netflix among others in saying the company will monitor the outcome of whether the Georgia heartbeat. As earlier this month, Government Brian Kemp's son. Thus far, WarnerMedia, Disney, Netflix, NBC Universal and AMC have all issued statements saying they will reconsider filming productions in the state. Below are the state. On Thursday, WarnerMedia said it will reconsider filming in the state if the new law holds up. Currently, WarnerMedia is filming the NBC Universal said that the law in Georgia and any other heartbeat. Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger said in an interview with Reuters on Wednesday that the company would find it very Disney pulling its productions out of Georgia would potentially be a huge blow to the state. A number of Disney. Earlier this week, Netflix Chief Content Officer Ted Sarandos said the company, which also has significant investment in Georgia, would work with those groups bringing legal challenges to the law and would rethink filming in the state should the law take effect. A spokesman for Netflix declined to provide the wrap with a tally of productions or the amount of money it currently has invested in Georgia. Series Ozark, AMC, which films its hit series The If. AMC is currently in production on the 10th season of Walking.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.